Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a pack I just put together. I've been making a lot of metal recently and I think a lot of you guys like it and maybe are in the same boat as I was, where you're not really sure how to go about making it in your DAW and you just need a little bit of a boost to help you get to where you want to be. Maybe you want to see how I do things, whatever it might be. So I went ahead and put together a little pack. It's just a small pack that has 5 tracks, but I extrapolated all of the details out of the packs. That way you can go ahead and use them in your own track, or if you want to make a whole track centered around them. So I have 5 tracks here. I also have some of the example tracks of what they should sound like if you mix them, just how the tracks are presented to you, but they're all centered around the same note. And you can see here that I have them all labeled, but they're centered around the same note. That way, if you want to mix and match tracks from different packs, bars, you can actually do that. So I just wanted to show you a couple examples here, and I have the pack linked in the description. Have it at $2.50 if you can spare $2.50. But if you want to do anything more, you can always do that as well. It's support to me and support to the stuff that I do on the channel. And it also shows me if you want more of these packs. So each of these tracks, of course, take a lot of time to actually write these metal guitar riffs. A lot of this stuff is actually pretty technical in how I wanted to do it. So just keep that in mind when you are looking through this stuff and how they do fit with each other. So if we go ahead and just click here, I have the main guitar and bass into the same track. All the basses and all these tracks are just going to mirror the guitar. But if you want to see how something is going to sound with your guitar, you can just mirror it to the bass. That way it's going to sound pretty full. And then if you want to go and change the bass after the fact, maybe you're a bass player and you like more exotic bass lines versus if you're a guitar player and you don't really care what the bass does, whatever it is. So if we go ahead and just pop this in, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this MIDI into a guitar track. Let's go ahead and just pop into this one. And for this, I'm using Ample Metal Hellraiser. I have the Fort and Nameless suite going here. This is what my preset is looking like, the Almost HM2. So you can just copy that if you'd like to. And then I have a little bit of EQ and some Camel Crusher for distortion, as well as saturator, and it's just some compression. That way we get the level to where we want it to be. But if I go ahead and just put this in the middle, this is what the track sounds like. Pretty basic there at the beginning. Let's actually see if we can go down an octave here. Let's pop an octave, and this is what the main riff sounds like. So sounds pretty decent. If we go ahead and just copy this, let's copy it to our bass, and then let's go ahead and just pop the drums in as well. I'm using GGD Invasion, but if you don't have that, I think the other GGD will work as well. But if not, you can always just go through and program your drums to have the same cymbals where they're going to go and whatnot. You can just drag the MIDI to where it needs to go. Pretty decently basic drums, but I did dial in quite a bit of the velocities here, so at least they will sound a little bit good, get good when they come into the DAW for you. So this is what it would sound like, just super basic. So of course, super basic, but if we were to go through and let's pan these left and right, go ahead and pop this up here, it'll sound a little bit more full. And this is, of course, a little bit faster than what we were doing in the actual track. But you can see if you go into your example tracks, you go to track 1 here, you can see what it sounds like, kind of all mixed in how I would do it. So that's just a quick example. All the tracks are extrapolated like that, so you have the chords and everything laid out for you if you just want to drag and drop into your project, or if you just want to introduce them into some of your tracks. So hopefully that's something that can help you out. Again, if you want to support me, that link is to my GUMROAD in the description. But thanks for watching this video, and we will see you again in the next one.